Have you ever picked up a book about sales, read it, and tried to apply one of the techniques? Then you find that when you go to your customer, that the technique isn't received quite the way you expected it to be. That's often because the books that are written on sales now are all taught as a methodology, as a system. And that system may or may not mesh with your individual sales personality. In Second Nature Selling, what we've tried to do is to identify those traits of very successful salespeople and show you how to incorporate those traits within your own sales personality so that your approach is your approach, not someone else's.
And one of the things that really made it work for us was the experience that both of us had. And we're very different personalities. And one of the things that really came out in our discussions was about the unique sales personality and how everybody sold differently, and how I had tried a few things and just did not work for me at all. And yet I adjusted with my sales personality and it began to flow. One of the neat things in the book is the stories that are told. Real salespeople like yourself can actually relate and feel some of the emotion when things don't go quite well, or even when things go well.
The real challenge salespeople face today is dealing with transactional buyers who are using 21st century technology to do their buying, but the salesperson is still using techniques that he learned in 1930 or was taught originally in 1930. A good example is when you look at the Civil War history. We see a phalanx of Civil War soldiers marching across the battlefield directly into the bullets of a Gatling gun. And we don't understand why they would do something so stupid. And the reason was that the technology at the time was far ahead of the techniques. Transactional buyers really don't want to see a salesperson. They want to sit behind their computer and do all their buying online. It cuts the salesman out of the loop and doesn't allow the salesperson to really add the value that he needs to the transaction. We've come up with some approaches that you can use for those transactional buyers which fit their modern technology. My favorite part of the book is price, quality, service. Pick any two. Most buyers believe that quality and service is separate from the price. But the fact is that quality and service, even though they think they're separate, are actually inextricably linked. You can pull this price down only so far until you start to drag down the quality and the service with it. You can raise the quality and the service only so far. Then the price has to come along. You can't separate them.
Tremendous Life Books published their book because they realized there was nothing else out there like it. It was something new. It was a new approach.
When you read Second Nature Selling, you won't learn a system or a methodology. You'll learn how to incorporate the basic tenets of good salesmanship into your own sales personality, and it will work for you.